Electricity is a powerful force. It powers our homes and makes our lives easier. But it's important to remember that electricity can be dangerous if not handled properly. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity. Before you start any electrical project, turn off the power at the breaker box. Don't rely on just flipping the switch. Turning off the breaker ensures that electricity cannot flow. Use a voltage tester to double-check that the power is off. This handy tool tells you if there is still live electricity present. Remember, safety should always be your #1 priority. Always be cautious and take your time. When working with electricity, protecting yourself is essential. Always wear appropriate safety gear. This includes gloves, goggles, and non-conductive shoes. Gloves protect your hands from electrical shocks and burns. Goggles shield your eyes from sparks and debris. Non-conductive shoes prevent electrical currents from passing through your body to the ground. Never work on electrical systems when your hands are wet or you are standing on a wet surface. Water conducts electricity, significantly increasing the risk of a dangerous shock. By taking these precautions, you can create a safer working environment for yourself. Remember, it's better to be safe than sorry. To work safely with electricity, it helps to understand a few basic concepts. Voltage is the force that pushes electricity through a circuit. Think of it like the pressure in a water hose. Current is the flow of electricity. It's like the amount of water flowing through the hose. Resistance is anything that slows down the flow of electricity. These three are connected by Ohm's law. Voltage equals current times resistance. This law helps us understand how electricity behaves in a circuit. Electrical wires are color-coded to help us identify their purpose. Understanding these colors is crucial for safety. Black or red wires are hot wires. They carry the electrical current. White wires are neutral wires. They complete the circuit by providing a return path for the current. Green or bare copper wires are ground wires. They provide a safe path for electricity to flow to the ground in case of a fault. Never assume the wiring in your home is standard. Always double-check wire connections with a voltage tester to confirm their function. Section 5. Your toolkit. Essential tools for electrical work. Having the right tools is essential for any electrical project. Here are a few must-haves. First, a voltage tester. This tool checks for the presence of live electricity. Next, wire strippers. These remove the insulation from wires, exposing the conductor for connections. Then, we have needle nose pliers. These are useful for bending wires and making precise connections. Invest in quality tools and learn how to use them properly. Always use tools that are the correct size and type for the job. Section 6. Wire types and sizes, choosing the right one. Electrical wires come in different types and sizes, each designed for specific purposes. NM cable, Romex, is commonly used for wiring inside walls. THN is a more durable wire often used for appliances. UF cable is designed for underground use. Wire size is indicated by gauge. Lower gauge numbers mean thicker wires that can handle more current. For example, 12-gauge wire is thicker than 14-gauge wire. Choosing the correct wire type and size is important for safety and performance. Section 7. Replacing an outlet. A step-by-step guide. Replacing an outlet is a common DIY electrical project. Here's a step-by-step guide. First, turn off the power to the outlet at the breaker box. Next, remove the cover plate and outlet screws. Carefully pull the outlet out from the box. Then, disconnect the wires from the old outlet, noting their positions. Connect the wires to the new outlet, matching colors and using the screws provided. Securely tuck the wires back into the box and screw the outlet into place. After that, reattach the cover plate. Finally, turn the power back on at the breaker and test the outlet. Always double-check your work and ensure all connections are tight and secure. Section 8. Installing a light fixture. Brightening your space safely. Installing a light fixture is another achievable DIY electrical project. First, turn off the power to the circuit at the breaker box. Then, remove the old fixture by unscrewing it from the ceiling or wall. Disconnect the wires from the old fixture, noting their positions. Next, connect the wires to the new fixture, matching colors and using wire connectors. Secure the new fixture to the ceiling or wall using the provided hardware. Install a light bulb. Finally, turn the power back on at the breaker and test the fixture. Make sure the fixture is securely mounted and all connections are properly insulated. Section 9. Troubleshooting common electrical issues and solutions. Here are some common electrical issues and how to troubleshoot them. Flickering lights. This could indicate a loose bulb, faulty switch, or wiring problem. Check the bulb first, then the switch. If the problem persists, consult an electrician. Tripped breaker. This happens when a circuit is overloaded. Unplug any unnecessary devices and reset the breaker. If it trips again, you may need to redistribute the load on your circuits. Dead outlet. This could be caused by a tripped GFCI outlet, a blown fuse, or a wiring issue. Check nearby GFCI outlets first. If that's not the issue, consult an electrician. Section 10. When in doubt, call a pro. While some electrical projects are suitable for DIYers, it's important to know your limits. If you encounter a complex problem or are unsure about any aspect of electrical work, don't hesitate to call a qualified electrician. Working with electricity can be dangerous. Always err on the side of caution and seek professional help when needed. It's always better to be safe than sorry.